chit chit chat. Stop all that yippity yap. Talk a good talk, but what's your stats? What's your stats? Your shit is whack. Hello haters, report to the back. We got next, we back like that. NCity is where it's at. Got so much money, they say I'm fat. More money, more problems. You think you can solve them?
Yeah, I'd go. This is your boy Greg on another episode of On the Blocks, BahamasB2B.com. First off, let me start by saying I love my job, dog. I love my job. You understand? Right here we got Skyy. Skyy, how are you doing? Skyy from NCity and Believe from NCity. You know, Skyy, tell us about yourself and how you got started with the whole music thing and where you plan on taking it.
Well, growing up, I've always been an entertainer, dancing, rapping, mostly for friends and family. And later on in high school at CV Bethel, I joined the YEC, Young Entertainers Club. And Big AC, he actually took me under his wing and, you know, he coached me into the art of music, you know.
Okay.
And from there, my cousin Jalam, you know, they started recording at Shanty Records with Mikey from the Spank Band and Jermaine Roll. And I wanted to, you know, give it a go. And they asked me to spit, you know, a 16, but I spit a 32, hey. So later on, I called a friend because I wanted to do a song. It was Mother's Day, and we came up with a concept for, you know, the holiday, not the holiday, the actual
What,
Right.
the Mother's Day?
Right, Mother's Day. And
holiday, right? No.
Mother's Day? It's a holiday for my mother.
Okay, great.
She don't do nothing. I gotta cook. I gotta do everything.
What? Pampered.
Telling you.
Well, I called Believe, and she came up with a hook, and we went, and that was our first song.
Okay, so you write your own stuff then?
Yeah, we pretty much write everything along with some co-writers.
Okay,
Yeah.
so along with you writing your stuff and, you know, rapping and being the hard spitter that you are one of the hardest producers.
Oh, yeah.
And I saw in the Bahamas with you, you know what I'm saying? Believe, tell the people about yourself. And I'm
Believe from NCity. I got into music because of Sky over here when she called me out. But I also dabbled with music back in high school because I went to school with Da. We started the basketball team, and then she told me that she was into music, so I used to always hang out at her house with her sister playing the guitar and stuff. And then when me and Crystal, being the independent ladies that we are, we wanted to do it out on our own. So we was like, you know, the heck with you know, paying for studio time and stuff. So we saved up some money. We went to Orlando and we bought all sorts of studio equipment and came and set it up. It took a while for it to kick off and, you know, get together. But over the past years,
You went to school for the producing and stuff like that?
No.
You just bought the equipment, opened up the book and started reading?
picked it up, and then working with different producers like Zoltan, Padrino, Sketch, watching them do their thing, and then just incorporating my own style into it.
Alright, shots to
And
my
Crystal,
boy Zoltan.
I mean, Sky.
I'm a boy Padrino, you know.
One big thing.
So were you always musically inclined, like playing the music, like instruments? You would.
No, I can't read music.
So how do you make beats?
I don't know. God.
Thank you, Jesus.
And it's funny. It's funny that you should say God, because on your Facebook, I noticed that all of your statuses, you always have a mention of God. So you guys are real religious, and
Very.
you know you hold God close to what you
Well, I
want.
mean, yeah, I'm not gonna go out there and be like, oh, I'm like, oh, holier than thou, and like go to church every Sunday, but
Put God
Gotta
first
put
in
God
everything you do, you know?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we'll
That's the key point right there. Once you put God first, then everything will fall into place, you know.
definitely.
But you know, I was looking at the booth a little earlier. This booth that y'all have here. I actually have a little home studio myself, and your booth kind of making mine look bad, man.
it's up to you.
I'm ready to go home and tear mine down. You know what I'm saying? But I like this booth right here, man. It's solid. You know. So you was talking to me earlier, saying that y'all have some European something going on in Europe.
Yeah, we're about to launch a video on MTV Europe
Okay.
this coming month. So look forward to that.
Man, y'all making big moves. Y'all all the way in Europe.
Yep.
Stop that, man. All right. So you rap. So hip hop is solely what you guys do, or?
It's like a cross fusion of pop and hip hop. So it's like really nothing out there like that. It's like a unique sound and a unique fusion.
Okay.
Now you had Salt and Pepper, you had TLC, but what we do is different, reaching a lot of demographics and stuff like that.
All right. So you mentioned earlier Tada. you work with obviously name a few other artists that you work with in the studio.
Well, I did like 4 tracks and co-wrote some stuff onto that I'm That Girl album. I did the Belly Up with Rebirth, which is
Okay, so you're also a songwriter.
yeah. Crystal writes too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We wrote on to that album about one song, got in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we do some we do some song shopping, some stuff to get movie placements or jingles and stuff like that. So
What about your business?
gotta make
All
that
about
money.
the paper.
Out there doing some things, man. So
Bling bling.
is the studio open for any artist that would want to come in and record, or you just work with certain?
Well, it used to be open to everybody, but now we have a select team that we work with. But
Okay.
we don't. Once it's a talented person, we're not gonna turn them down.
All right, so you say now the music that you guys do is more hip hop fused with pop. You guys have a style of your own. I asked somebody else that I interviewed this question. There's a lot of people that feel as though what we do, as artists, isn't really Bahamian music.
Most
As rappers, at
definitely.
least.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, a lot of people, they don't even acknowledge our music as Bahamian music, but we are Bahamians, so that's exactly what it is. And I mean, we always try to fuse Junkanoo in our music and mix a little bit of calypso, or even for future work we're planning on doing, we want to actually work with Bahamian artists like Ronnie Butler and the KBs and whatnot, and fuse the music, and let's do it big and take it to the international market, because that's what people are looking for, something unique and original, and that's what we're bringing to the table.
All right. Well, I mean, if you're staying true to yourself and you're just keeping it real in your music, then you can't really knock that dread. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're a Bahamian doing music, then it's obviously Bahamian music.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So,
But then you have like these corporate companies and certain TV stations and stuff that want to endorse other Caribbean islands or artists from other Caribbean islands, or bring in these huge entities from the United States and pay them big bucks and spend all sort of money on promotions for them. But when it comes to local Bahamian artists, whether it's mainstream or indigenous Bahamian music, they don't want to support you at all.
I think that's a problem that we have in our country on the whole. I mean, because like if you would have put together a show with Beanie Man or Destra or any one of them, that show would be packed. It would be stocked. You know what I'm saying? But then if you put together a show featuring Crow or NCity, there's a lot of people that wouldn't want to come out there and spend that $25, that $30 to get inside. That you would prefer to give that to somebody else who taking the money out of the country
Exactly.
rather than to support you on. And that's something that we need to get out of. You got to support you on. Don't wait for another country to support us or to support them. And then when they make it big, you want to jump on board like you was there from a long time. It don't work like that, buddy. You know what they said? Yeah, but I mean, so tell the people how they can get in contact with y'all.
We're
Music.
on MySpace. That's MySpace/NCity Bahamas. We're on Facebook. You can find Believe Classes. I'm Sky Monker. We also have our fan page, NCity.
And then we got our website, ncitylive.com. YouTube is ncity/Bahamas.
Okay.
So everything is
Follow us.
NCity Bahamas. So
Right.
just keep it straight across the board. We have our single from the video Like Me on iTunes. And then we got Dancing in the Rain. That's on the radio now too.
Okay, all right. Well, you guys know how to get in contact with them now. I feel as though we need to support these girls because they really doing some big things over here. You understand? Producing their own music and writing their own music. I really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? As an artist, you can really appreciate someone who can basically a master of all areas. You know what I'm saying? Producing their own tracks, recording it, writing their own music. That as easy as that sound, that ain't easy, bro. So if you have that talent to do that, you really are blessed by God, and I can see why you guys hold God so close to you and why you always mention him. Anyway, this your boy Craig. Like I said, y'all stay tuned, alright? Bahamas B2B on the blocks. Happy New Year. Let's do some big things this year, alright? NCity, y'all tell everybody bye.
See you guys.
Yeah, I'm sure y'all could do that a little more seductive, a little more than that, man.
See you later.
Yeah, you see, stay tuned. Bless up.